And
Fine morning, partner.
and yeah, we're gonna go meet with Isaac. Golden Blizzard. Howdy, bowdy. Oh, dude, SummerSlam was awesome. Four title changes, yeah, dude. It was something, man. All deserving though. Yeah, I'm excited for Raw, man. Had a feeling Dom was gonna betray Rhea. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I bet Bailey's ribs are fucked. Fucked, I say.
Yeah, I guess I'll settle down one of these days.
I'm moving up to the Guerrero name. Oh, really? He had a boot on? Damn. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. I'm hyped for SmackDown too, man. if Roman's gonna be there, I would assume he's gonna be there. I don't think they'll have him return at SummerSlam and not be on SmackDown the following week. When he had the original tribal chief shirt. Indeed. I had chills, man, when he came out. And then when he gave Cody the nod, you know what I mean? That shit was so cool. The press conference after was good too. One of the media asked about, them working with TNA and other companies. Triple H said, they're open for business when it comes to that. So I would be really excited to see a mashup with them in AEW at some point. Yeah, Joe Hendry. Zilla Fatu? Who's that? I haven't heard of them. Oh, Maga-san. Happy Meds, how you doing? I'm sure WWE will bring Zilla in at some point. What's HOG, by the way? House of Glory? Okay. I'll have to look that up. See if they got any of his matches on there. Independent in New York, started by Amazing Red. Oh, okay. I know Amazing Red. I remember him from the very early days of TNA. Very, very early. Oh, look at that. That's a put his horse here too. All right, let's see how this goes. Hey, Jesus.
Hey. Let's get inside.
Yeah.
Any trouble on the way here?
No. I thought I noticed. I can't sit in these fucking chairs.
Only if you want to play poker, but I don't think either of us are here for poker.
We can just hang out. Yeah. So I assume you want to talk about Duke.
Yeah.
Why I chose to stay in Van Horn.
I just want to know if I have my facts right. Maybe you could enlighten me.
Sure.
You see, Zip came to me because Andy was going to Van Horn and he was concerned for her safety, so I went with him. It was me, Zip, and Millie. I went to Van Horn, I started knocking on the doors because someone told me that Andy was in there. A couple of folk outside. I was knocking on the doors, I couldn't get in. So I was going to do a ride around the town to see if I could find her, and then there I saw Andy walking out of the room. So I said, Andy, get on my horse. She got on my horse. A couple of folk were saying, wait, what are you doing? Where you going? I didn't give them a chance to draw on me, and I just rode out of town with Andy on the back of my horse. And I later came to find out that Pete was trying to put her in underneath the rug store. And I was at Van Horn once, and I've seen someone go into that rug store, and I've seen how they come out. I know what happens down there. And I think you probably know too.
Yeah.
And
So
before that,
who said that Pete was taking her to the rug store?
Andy told me that Pete was going to take her down to the rug store. She didn't know what that meant at the time. She was oblivious, but apparently Pete made some comments, said, come down to the rug store and we'll see I'll show you the rugs, something like that. Before that, from what I'm aware, you saw the conversation me, Pete, and Zip had.
Yeah.
Pete and I were frustrated at Zip over the same thing, obviously. But obviously, Pete said some things to Zip and then left. And then Zip followed back to Van Horn. From what I'm aware, Pete drew and tried to attack Zip, and Zip defended himself and shot Pete. Am I correct on that?
Yeah. But did it give you the context why Pete started attacking him?
I haven't had a proper chance to speak to Zip properly.
So they were in the road. I guess, going back and forth. And Zip started saying that he wanted to be punished. He deserved to be punished. And at this point, I think, well, I know Pete was real stressed out and frustrated. It 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 had already been a hell of a week. He had already been frustrated and stressed out over the stuff with Archie. I don't know if you know about it, but Archie kind of hasn't been himself, and he's been unwell, and he's been going out on his own and doing stuff that Archie normally wouldn't do. So that's been hard on us all, trying to find him and get him some help. And then I guess when with all this stuff with Zip, first he wants to die, and then he didn't. Then he wanted to be out west, and then he wanted to be out east. It was just building up on Pete, I guess. And
I
then when
know.
Zip said he wanted to be punished, Pete, I guess, decided to try and oblige him, and he started hitting him. And then they traded punches for a few seconds, and then Zip drew and banned him down. And I wasn't gonna shoot Zip. I don't want to shoot Zip, but I told him I was staying.
That much I am aware of. And I'm not here to cast judgment.
Well, I think you understand, as he's done this, well, to me now 3 times, but he's done it to you before, where he decides he doesn't want to ride with this gang anymore and wants to go do something else.
So here's the thing, Pete, you saw that conversation. Pete and I were frustrated at Zip for the same thing, from what it seemed like. But here's the difference. Zip, yeah, he's been indecisive in the past. He's trying to figure himself out. He's going through something. He was wanting to be punished by Zoe and all of that stuff, and ready to fucking call it an end. And we were all trying to help him out of that. You, me, and Pete. But here's the thing. I ain't forgotten all we went through, all of them years back now, and it still means something to me. And Zip's gonna have to do a whole hell of a lot more than be a little indecisive for me to want to attack him like Pete did. I don't think Pete should have drawn. You drawn someone, that's an attack. That's an insult. That's not something to be taken lightly. And from what I'm aware, Zip wanted to be punished by Zoe. I don't recall him ever saying he wanted to be punished by Pete, or where Pete got that impression from. I don't know. To me, it seems like Zip was defending himself from an attack. And then his wife was going to be put in the rug store, and God knows what was going to happen had I not gotten her out of there. Do you know that? Did you know that they were planning to do that?
I did not. I was in Pete's apartment with Andy. I brought her in there to fill Pete in and for us to fill her in because she didn't even know Isaac and Prophet were dead, which I thought she did. Anyway, we took her in there and we were chatting, and she asked me for a gun, and I didn't have any sidearms in the shop. So I told Jim Lee to give her one, and I had to lay my head. So I went in the other room in Pete's apartment and I went to sleep. What happened after that, I was unaware of.
Now, Barton, I know your strife, and it's the same strife I struggle with, you know, finding a home, finding people, finding a place, and you've found your place. And I've always been supportive of that every step of the way. In fact, we spoke at breath with the fucking Shady Bell, and I told you I hope you find your people because that's what you deserve. You deserve people that are going to listen to you and hear you out. The thing is, here is you're my family. Zip's also my family. And after Isaac, after Jonesy, after Rowan, after everyone, I can't I can't let him get killed. I have to defend him. If people come out riding wanting to hurt him, I have to defend him, Barton. You understand that, right?
Yeah, but nobody's going after him.
Do you know that for a fact?
I do know that for a fact because I've talked to Pete about it. Yeah.
If if you were around for when they tried to put Andy in that rug store, what do you think would have happened? What would you have said? Because
He,
I know you, Barton. I don't think you would have been on board with it.
I wouldn't have. Andy's innocent. I wouldn't have let her taken him to, letting him taking her to the rug store. Got nothing to do with this.
I know, but that did they not tell you that that's what they were trying to do to Andy
Nope.
or Pete? Pete was trying to get her into the rug store, and we both know what that means.
We do.
And you, if someone did that to someone I cared about, that I mean, that's Zip's wife. I can understand why he's fucking angry about it. I guess I'm just here to figure out where your head is with all this.
Honestly, don't know. As I don't know what the hell's going on. I know. Well, right this minute, I know that we aren't going after Zip. At least it hasn't been mentioned to me that we're gonna go after Zip. But I know Zip came to Van Horn last night, and threatened Magpie, shot her horse down.
Yeah. And so the cycle goes, huh? Oh, fucking hell.
So if Zip
Uh,
continues to do stuff like that, what I mean, what does he expect to happen? I don't want to go after Zip. I don't even know if I can, honestly. But he brought me to Van Horn when he went there. And I did all that fighting and proving myself to Van Horn to be brought into Dead End Gang. And then he leaves. And this is the third time he's done this to me.
I know.
I can't I can't keep following him, Des. Much as I want to.
I ain't following Zip, but if people come out there to try and kill him, I have to defend him. I can't let more of my family die. And when I say my family, I mean you as well. Because you still do have a home out west. You still do have people there that care about you. And I don't know. I don't want us to cross guns. Because at the end of the day, I know you found your home. You have a place out east. I know you got to do what you got to do to defend your folk. I just don't know where to go from here.
I don't either. I really don't. And I know you say I have people out west, but the only ones I have out there are you and the rest of our folk that are buried out there. I don't know where all this is going to lead, but fuck, no.
This whole thing's fucked, isn't it?
It is.
You, if I were to just stand by and let them hurt Zip, or let them come after Zip and stand on the sidelines after everything Zip and I have been through, after everything it just wouldn't be right. I can't do it. I can't sit on the sidelines. I have to defend him. Otherwise, everything I've spoken about family or everything I've said that Zip is to me, it would have all been a lie if I just sat on the sidelines. I have to defend him, Barton. You understand where I'm coming from? Where my head's at with this? You understand my reasons?
I do and I don't. Not too long ago, Zip was ready to put a bullet in you. You remember that?
I don't remember him ever wanting to put a bullet in me, no. I remember him being very angry about some things, the whole Beck situation.
Well, either way, whether he wanted to put a bullet in you or he was very angry at you, didn't want you to see him or whatever. I don't even remember what it was over, but it was something.
It was a Zip tangent. It was a Zip fucking tangent. That's what it was. It wasn't anyone wanting to kill anyone. He ain't never wanted to kill me or put a bullet in me. I can guarantee you that.
Well, I'm just saying, Darza. I know he's family. He's still my family.
We lost Isaac. We lost Jonesy. We lost Rowan. We can't lose Zip too.
I know. And I don't want to, but I'm not going to keep following him just for him to leave again.
I know. I know.
And
And
to
I'm
be,
not saying you have to follow him. And I'm not following him even now. But just because I ain't following him doesn't mean I still don't got his back. If he needs me, I have to be there for him. It's just the way my brain works. This is very hard. All of this.
it is. It really is.
Because you're still my brother. I've known you almost as long as Zip, and that's a long fucking time, Barton.
Twister, thank you for the raid. Sorry, I'm just kind of zoned in on this conversation.
But I respect that you're standing firm. You know what? I respect that you haven't come out west. I respect that you're staying in Van Horn, and I respect that you're sticking by what you told those folk you were gonna do. It would have been easy just to pack up and move west just because Zip was, but you didn't. You stayed.
Um, I gave them my word and my loyalty. And even though I was always loyal to Zip, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say anymore.
I don't.
I just,
I know.
I hope this doesn't evolve into a fucking tit for tat fucking war.
Out of the original Quill gang, it's only me, you, and Zip left. We're all that's left of that all those times. Can you believe that? And Indy, of course. Just us four. Everyone else is gone or dead or left.
But maybe I'll have a conversation with Zip. I don't know, but there's only so much I can do if he keeps coming and doing stuff to people in Van Horn like he did last night.
Say he never comes back to Van Horn again. Everything settles down. If your folk want to mount up and go after him tomorrow, would you be in that posse? I like to think that we've known each other long enough that you can give me an honest answer, and I don't care what it is. I just want the truth.
I would mount up, but I don't know what would happen when I got there, honestly.
You would or you wouldn't mount up?
I would, but that doesn't mean I'd come
If
out here and shoot Zip. When it comes down to it, I couldn't shoot him the other night after he shot Pete.
I know. But the question was, if they asked you to come posse up to hunt Zip, would you? Knowing that that's what you were going to do, to mount up to do. I won't judge you for your answer.
Yeah, I would, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I hope it doesn't happen.
We have to start considering the possibilities that it might, if this goes further. Hopefully, there's some sort of resolution. But you're still my brother, no matter what. I want to let you know that no matter what happens, you're still my brother. You're
As
still
you
my
are mine,
family.
and I really hope that our, like you said, guns never cross. I think maybe think maybe a conversation needs to happen between me and Zip just to see. I just want to see what's on his mind. Because there's a peaceful resolution of this that happened between him and Pete. I think that's what's best for all of us, really.
That's the thing. They tried to take Zip's wife down to the rug store to do God knows what. I don't know if I see Zip letting that slide. I don't know if he can put it aside. I don't know if he can just deal with Pete himself and Pete can deal with Zip. Just them. I don't know what he's planning to do. I need to talk to Zip. But from what it seems like, we have very two pissed off sides. One side from the west and one side from the east. And you know how that goes.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know if I can fucking bring myself to point a gun at you, Barton.
Yeah, I don't know if I could either. I don't want to. I
I think
really
we
hope
both
it
settled on
doesn't come to that.
we both don't want to, but let's be fucking honest with each other. If both posses are out there and we come across each other, we might have to. And I want you to know I'm not going to hold it against you. You got to defend your people. Those are your people. I fucking get it.
I don't blame you for sticking with Zip on this. Hell, if I hadn't joined Dead End Gang officially, who knows? Maybe I would have left with Zip, but you know me, Des. I was always loyal to you and Zip and the Quill Gang.
I know.
I can't just.
I get it.
And I've got a lot of people out there in Van Horn that I've grown to care about.
You've made a home out there, and people are relying on you, and that's what you always wanted from all the times we talked. That's what you deserve. You deserve nothing but the best, Barton. I want that for you. But I've got my conviction. I've got my convictions I need to stick to, and it's going to take a whole hell of a lot more than Zip being a little indecisive for me to want to attack him like Pete did.
Well, that's the difference, though, because, you know, we have a lot of history with Zip. Zip and Pete don't. I mean, sure, they've known each other, but they never rode with each other like we did.
Yeah. There's just too much history there with Zip. I just got too much history there for me to just throw him to the wolves or stand aside, let him get hurt. I can't. I just can't. It's not how I work. And for what it's worth, I don't hate your folk. I don't hate the folk up and I appreciate what they did for Zip, for you, for giving you home. And I know there's good folk out there. So I just want to make clear that
Let me restart TeamSpeak. Sorry, guys. Why now? Why? Why now? Why during this conversation? Come on. Sorry about that. What were you saying?
I was just saying that I know that I don't have any hatred for your folk in Van Horn. I know they've been good to you, and I know they gave Zip a home. I know there's good folk up there. I just want to make it clear that if we somehow do end up crossing guns, I'm not doing it because I hate the folk in Van Horn. I'm doing it because I just need to have Zips back. Because I know he'd do it for me.
I understand. I don't blame you for that. If you have to shoot me or one of my people,
I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't know if I can. That's the honest truth.
well, if you do, I won't hold that against you. Now you're just doing what you think is right for the people that you love.
I hope we can. I hope we can come to a resolution. But if not, then I think we both know what's going to be happening. And if that day comes, just know you're still my family, okay? I won't hold it against you if you have to shoot me. You stay strong out there, brother. You keep doing what you're doing.
You too, Daza. I hope this isn't the last civil conversation that we have with each other.
It'll be other people doing the talking. If it comes down to it. You take care. All right?
Yeah, you too. Hang on, I hear a group. I assume you're wanted.
Yeah.
All right.
I should be fine. I'm gonna have a conversation with Dakota today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know, but her telegram is still KS10103, right? Or 130.
I think it's 130. Yeah.
All right. Stay safe, Barton.
All right, Daza. Man, dude. I loved that, but I hated it. God, man. This sucks. Sucks ass. And I must have missed a lot. What do you mean? Like the history with Barton and Daza? Yeah, Chop did say that, Converse. That Barton's her favorite person. And if anyone hurts Barton, he's gonna cut them into pieces or something to that effect. I saw a Zip and Beat thing, but war? Well, I don't know if there's gonna be a war. Uh, I just... I don't know. I honestly don't know because... Uh, all Bart knows is that... Martin asked Pete if he was wanting to go after Zip, and he said that he didn't know because it would just start a tit for tat, and that he wanted to just recover right now. And I don't know. And then you had the Pete and Dakota talking in the rug store with Archie and Mingo, and who knows what the fuck was talked about in there. And nobody spoke to Barton once after all that. I was just hanging around in town off stream. Dakota and Archie were in town, and they kind of just didn't acknowledge Barton was there and just went to bed. So Barton doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Maybe they're questioning Barton's loyalty, even though he stood by Pete. I don't know. Think Pete would appreciate the loyalty? I hope so, man. Should have been catching up on stuff. Having with Dakota, Archie, and Mango. Don't know if they happened. Yeah, but why? Why are people that's not in the gang there for the talks, but Barton, who is in the gang, isn't there? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah. Yeah, there definitely needs to be better communication. Oh, 100% happy meds. 100%. And yeah, that is what makes RP great, is finding out what happens. Whatever happens, I'm sure it's gonna be fucking great. No matter what. And I'm here for it. I'm really thankful to be a part of it. Can't live up to Wallaby, so you can't live up to Wallaby. You can only use the blueprint left, but lead your own way. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yesterday felt great because Pete was asking Barton what he thinks in conversations, like the one with Delaney. And then I don't know, it just maybe it's just me, but it just I don't know, just felt a bit different today. So I don't know. But like I said, we're just gonna go with the flow, and Barton's gonna continue to be loyal until he's given reason not to, which I don't think he will be. If you look at gangs from the past, strong gangs are a tight beehive-like structure. Yeah, I mean, Kettering gang, right? One good one. No, he wasn't. I didn't see him when I came back online. Was hoping to, but no, Barton hasn't seen Magpie today or had a telegram from her. Shit. You know what? I don't think we telegrammed her back. But I kind of just assumed, kind of figured we'd just see her. Let's go send her a telegram real quick.
What?
No. Oh, okay. No, did I don't think I know an exact number. Mhm. I'm sure it's a couple thousand at least. At least. At least. No, we didn't give her a ton. I think Harry has some too. Don't know how much though. Yeah, Barton has a lot in gyms. That is his personal, but he'll use it for the gang if he has to. Because he doesn't really use it for himself or anything. Let's grab a stew real quick. Black, amigo. Black. What does Barton think of what Zip did to Pete? Man, well, he definitely didn't like it, but he couldn't bring himself to raise the gun to Zip right there. But he also didn't want to follow him. Again, because he thinks Zip will just leave. Again. Now, Barton's always been loyal to who he's riding with, or riding for. Barton's found his home here in Van Horn. He'd rather not go after Zip if he can help it. But I think he decides we're gonna go after Zip. Barton will probably, it'll probably weigh on him. But ultimately, I think Barton will stay loyal unless something drastic changes, something drastic happens. But again, I can't call it. I agree, non-toxic. If Zip keeps coming to Van Horn and causing problems, I mean, that's just gonna give Barton more, I guess, aggression towards Zip. 'Cause Barton's got all these people that he really cares for in Van Horn now. Magpie, Whisper, Finn, Chop, Pete, Archie, Wesley. I mean, if Zip starts going after people Barton cares about, I mean, what does he expect Barton to do? At least he got his normal haircut back today. Yeah, that is a good first step. Don't get me wrong, I love Pete. But I know there's a but coming. Yeah. No, I know, non-toxic. I'm just messing with you. Um, sorry, I got zoned out. Where's the follow? Ed. Ed, thank you for the follow. Much love. Oh wait, never mind. Their account was suspended or deactivated. Never mind. Yes, their account was created an hour ago. Crazy monkey. The fire scene with that. Thank you, man. Yeah, everyone's asleep at this hour because they're all EU. Well, most of them. Yeah. Well, it was more so Whisper telling it like it is and getting things off his chest. And it was well warranted. Still is. That's still another talk that needs to be had with Pete. Absolutely, Happy Meds. There's always people coming in and coming out, or going out, but mostly coming in, and all these characters are great. What did he say? Who's that on the dock? Where? I think that's Jesse. See the new Dock Knight? Um, so what did Whisper say? He was telling Barton pretty much how he feels about um his position, him and Finn's position in Van Horn, because apparently Pete said to them yesterday, all you motherfuckers want is to join the gang, when that's not it. Finn and Whisper have never actually asked in character to join Dead End Gang. Um, although they do deserve it because they've been here longer than Barton, and they worked with, they helped out. They moved to Van Horn, and I guess didn't know who the Dead End Gang was, but they would go on jobs with them because they were scared of Dead End Gang. Dead End would pull them on jobs, and they would go because they were scared of them. And then, time went on, and they just became part of Van Horn, and Whisper feels like him and Finn are overlooked, and deservedly so. But there's so much going on now. We got this stuff with Zip. We've got Finn and Whisper stuff, trying to get them into the group. We've got uh, Archie, maybe still his situation going on. It, unless that's over and he's back to himself. I'm not sure yet. We've got the McKinleys, possibly. What else? There's just so much, so many arcs that could have a lot of potential. So much spice being poured into the fucking stew, and it's just simmering and simmering. It's gonna, no matter what happens, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be really good. I'm excited for any of it. As a fan and as a role player, I'm excited to see what's next, what happens. But yeah.
Oh, hell. I might have outdrank myself there.
Like, like what's going on in Van Horn, even if it's not much, almost like my post. I mean, a lot of people have gotten attached to the Van Horn story since Wallaby, and I don't blame you. But guys, I think I only wanted to I started the stream to so you guys can see that conversation with Daza. Um, I don't think much else is gonna happen tonight, and I don't want to go out riding around. So I think we're gonna call it here. Let's go raid Journey. He plays on WoW too. Plays Thomas Woods. I don't know if any of y'all know the character. He's a great role player. And I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good night. Much love. Bye.